And when you think about the larger mission now and what the Biden administration appears wants to do, I mean, you certainly have Lindsey Graham and other members of the Senate who, in the past 48 hours, have been all over Twitter, have been pushing out messages saying we need to hit the heart of Tehran. We need to wipe them off the map. Those are the words of Lindsey Graham. We need to target and hit them harder than they've ever been hit before. So we need to go right at Iran. Iran says we had nothing to do with this attack. And so they've been looking for this justification, to my mind, for decades. And now I don't know if this is the catalyst they'll use in order to do this. But this is the third of the members that they've been trying to take out. Iraq, Libya, this is the third. They've been wanting this one. So to me, is it an inevitability at this point, Scott, that they are going to go after Iran?
I don't think so. And I'll tell you why I don't think so. Because the U.S. military is not populated by idiots. There are professionals there who, regardless of their ideological motivations, they may, believe in a strong American posture in the Middle East. They may support the anti-ISIS mission in Syria, all that. But they are professionals. And so they will, it's like a firefighter whose job is to put out the burning building. But if I roll up on the building and I look at it and I look at the nature of construction, the spread of fire, the smoke coming out, I'm going to go, that building's a loss. I'm not putting any firefighters in that building. It doesn't mean that I don't want to fight fires. It means that I'm not going to fight this fire because this fire will kill me. I'm going to lose this fire. The military professionals right now are taking a look at the correlation of forces in the region. Remember, once you start a war with Iran, let's just start with basic strategic lines of communication. Iran will be operating off of interior lines of communication, meaning they'll be fighting from their own territory. We, on the other hand, are projecting power thousands of miles away from our soil, thousands of miles or hundreds of miles away from any known base of support. We don't have sufficient force projected forward to inflict any meaningful harm on Iran. We will blow up a couple places, but then they'll hit us with everything they got. They will destroy our forward deployed bases. The Al Ubaid Air Base in Qatar will be eliminated. The Fifth Fleet in Bahrain will be eliminated. Any ships in the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf will be eliminated and sunk. And there's not anything we can do about it. And then what? We're supposed to project power forward? What power? We don't have a Navy capable of projecting power forward anymore. We have nothing. We spend nearly $1 trillion a year to produce a military that can't do its job in Europe, can't do its job in Asia, can't do its job in the Middle East. Thank God. Because to do their job in Europe, we'd be at war with Russia. To do their job in the Pacific, we'd be at war with China. And to do their job in the Middle East, we would be at war with Iran. But we are weak. We are fundamentally weak. This is the danger of overdoing deterrence. It's one thing to flex your muscle with deterrence, but deterrence only works if the other side believes that you can follow through on the action that you're promising to do if they do something. What is becoming painfully clear to everybody is that the United States cannot follow through. Now, fortunately, Iran knows that even though the United States won't win a war with Iran, the United States can do sufficient harm to Iran. Iran is on the cusp of an economic recovery. They have a very bright future ahead of themselves. They're looking for peace, not war. This is why the Chinese helped broker reconciliation with China. This is why Iran is joining BRICS, joining the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. They're looking for this great future of economic growth and prosperity. The last thing they want to do is throw it away in a war. So Iran's not looking for this war. It's America looking for this war. Iran will do what is necessary to convince the Americans that this is not a war worth fighting. And hopefully the military professionals will be pounding on the Oval Office door telling Biden, can't do this, boss. If you start this conflict, it's not going to end the way you want it to. And, the military doesn't do politics, but maybe somebody on the National Security Council will say, this is the fastest way to guarantee that you will lose the election in November 2024, because you will be the wartime president who got his ass kicked by the Iranians.
Oh, from your mouth to God's ears. I hope that's the case. Positivity. Absolutely. I hope that that's the case. Scott, great to see you. Thanks as always for your insight and your analysis from a real UN weapons inspector. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.